Okay, so this video, I want to go through some scenarios where a player is in the hand, but their cards haven't been read for whatever reason, whether they're so the common situation is an under the gun player who is first act. They look at their cards but don't have their cards read by the reader, and then muck their hand, right? So we still want to, from the controller's perspective, see action, focus on them, and then so that we can take the action to reflect what they've done, which doesn't necessarily have to be that they folded. It could be just that the player is refusing to have their cards read. It could be that they actually have broken cards, or their reader happens to be unplugged or not working, or whatever. There's lots of reasons why we have to be able to proceed through the hand with cards unknown. So I'm going to set up a situation. I'm actually going to, even though we're in a live hand right now, you can see the pot's 3. I can show this from the history here, right? So the button's on C8 and C3 and 5 of pay blinds. I actually want to back it up. I want to put this guy under the gun. So set the button here. Yep, we're sure. Okay, so now we've basically rewound the hand. We have the button here, small blind, big blind. This guy's under the gun. I'm going to demonstrate. First, I'm going to demonstrate this guy getting his hand, looking at it, and then folding it before it's read. So we'll just go ahead and deal everybody's cards except for his. Okay, so now I'm not sure if I've commented on about this in other videos. Let's say, for argument's sake, this guy did look at his hand, didn't like it, and mucked it right away. If the dealer were to bring those cards across the muck reader, which is the community overloaded for the community card, it's the community card reader pre-flop, then the action would open automatically on the controller. But I don't have a way to emulate that. So I'm just going to force the action open right now. So, and this is what the controller could do as well. Like, let's say for whatever reason the dealer didn't bring those cards that were mucked over the reader either. Then the controller would just force the action open. It's putting it on this player who's under the gun, and we would just fold them. So that reflects the actual action, and then going through the hand from here, the next time the action gets around to this guy, I would just skip past him, just like he actually was dealt cards. Would skip over him because he's folded. Let's say for arguments, so that's how you would deal with that situation, right? You either have the dealer bring those cards over the muck reader, action gets opened, would be put on the player under the gun, you click fold. Or let's say they actually kept their cards, they're in the hand, for whatever reason it's not being read. Maybe they don't want to have them read, or they're dead cards, or the reader's not working, whatever. And I mean, we have to handle this because the reality is that after a certain amount of use, antennas can break inside these cards. So it's much more rare, I think, than people think it is, but it does happen. So anyway, so let's undo that last action, bring this guy back in the hand. Interesting, like the logic in the system says, well, if you've unmucked this guy, obviously he had cards, so let's show him with cards. So that's a bit confusing because we're saying, well, the player clearly does have cards, but the reader didn't indicate that he had cards. So now because we've unmucked him, he's now being shown with cards, which is fine because he does have cards for this demo, and we want to keep him in the hand. So let's say, for argument's sake, he bets. Let's make him bet 20. He raises it up under the gun, probably with a big hand. And let's have him go to showdown with C3, okay? And that's really the point at which we need to know what his cards are. Otherwise, we can just keep going through the system. And obviously on the stream, we won't be able to display what his cards are because we don't know until the end. So let's have these players fold. Comes around to this guy, he'll call. And now we're going to go to a flop. So in my simulator environment, I don't have the ability to produce a live flop, but I do have the ability to set flop cards, and that's because for the same argument, cards that are coming across the community card reader could be dead as well. or the reader could be broken or whatever. So we have to have the ability to manually intervene here. And so for demo purposes, I can produce a flop. So let's just say it's a 2 of spades there, and then let's say it's a 2 of clubs here. Really, really creative. Let's bring an ace up. Let's give him the ace of hearts. I think that'll work. Let's make it the ace of clubs. One of these players might have actually been dealt the ace of hearts. Okay, so there's our flop. Actions over here. He's going to check. He's going to check. Let's just get it to showdown. Trust that you believe that you just put in whatever action you wanted. It would be taken care of. So confirm. Let's make this I don't know, king of diamonds now. Okay. Check. Oh, just for fun. Let's make him bet another 20. Okay. He's obviously going to stay in the hand, so we called. We confirm. Let's go to the river. Let's make the river an exciting 3 of spades. Okay, so now we're at the river. This is the last street of action. He checks. He checks and says, "Okay, confirm. Do you want to go to showdown?" Yep, we do want to go to showdown. We do want to declare automatically. Okay, well the problem is we need to know what card 1 is for C5. So let's say for argument's sake he has the king of spades and I don't know, the ace of hearts. Okay, so we give him those cards. And they have systems automatically resolved that the winner is who the winner is, and they've moved on to the next hand. Okay, so we can just check the history to see who's actually won that hand. I think it was C5 because 2 pairs is pretty good. So we're showing our flop, our turn, our river, the bets of 20, and then we're saying a pot of size 83 is won by C5. And we moved on to the next hand. So there you go. Okay, so that's how you deal with the situation where cards aren't being read. Both in this case, we're demonstrating both at the community card reader and for a particular player.